Well, hello, welcome to day 2 of Winning Life and Business 21 Days to a Full Datebook 5-day challenge. Oh my goodness, I am excited to come to you with another live video here, and I am hoping that you guys have had a chance to watch day 1. Here we are, day 2, and I want you to know that this is meant to be not a sprint. It's meant to be taken day by day. This challenge is a 5-day challenge, not 5 hours of constant binge watching. You see, I've created a homework that I really want you to take in, digest, and then put forward, focused on your business on a day-to-day basis. I really want you to take in what we focused on yesterday with overcoming your comfort zones and your self-confidence and self-esteem issues, and really move forward with talking to people about what you do and learning that that's how we're going to get a full day book, by talking to more people and getting out there, stepping out of our comfort zone and turning those stumbling blocks into stepping stones. So let's get started. All right, well, like I said yesterday, we did our day 1 homework, and I am so excited to be moving on to day 2. Today, we're talking about vendor events and networking events. And I am so excited about this. This is kind of my game. I have to tell you, to be honest with you, this is my jam. I love networking. I love exhibitor events. I love vendor events. I like talking to strangers, actually. I find it refreshing. But I will tell you that there was a time in my life that I dreaded hauling all the stuff, sitting there for hours, not knowing what my time invested sitting there and my money invested by paying for a booth would or would not amount to. And so I want to teach you guys today how valuable this time is and how to make the best of networking events and also vendor events. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background with me here. I'm a business strategist, and I stand about 5'2" in a good time, like right away in the morning. I stand about 5'2", and as a business strategist 11 years ago, there was no such thing as a business coach or a life coach and all of that fun stuff. I was a business strategist in a man's world of 6'4" big burly guys. All right, so standing at a networking event with a bunch of men that are in the same field I am, who do you think was more likely drawn to do business? That guy, right? That guy, because here's little old Becky, and there's that dude that's just this big, looks like he just left the football field, right? I felt that I wasn't being taken seriously as a businesswoman. And so I went to my friend, just like we all do, right? When we're in doubt, what do? We go to our friend. I went to my friend and I said, hey, Melanie, what would we do if we could start something for women, that we could provide business education and marketing strategies, and we could provide an opportunity to network with just women who give high fives and hugs when we need to. That is what I went to Melanie with, and Melanie and I sat down and we weighed the pros and cons. What would we do? What wouldn't we do? And then I said, okay, what are we going to do? And she said, well, we're going to pray on it. So we sat and we prayed, and then in February, she called me up and said, so are we going to do this or what? And I knew that it was time to move forward in our venture, and that's when Women Helping Women Win, the professional networking organization for business women, was founded. And I am excited to tell you that we are all across the Midwest and in some southern states too. It's very fun, and so if that doesn't tell you anything about how fired up I am about networking and exhibitor events, I don't know what will, but I know it works. And I will tell you that referrals go further than any ad in any paper. Think about it. Less than 1% of ads are successful this time. Sorry, newspapers, you're kind of outdated. People aren't reading the news in the newspaper anymore. They're reading it on social media. It's really important now, the vitality of your business, for referrals. Referrals are so important. And you know what? It takes less marketing monies to get referrals than it does anything else. Honestly, we just have to open our mouth. We have to ask for them. So let's talk about vendor events, and let's talk about networking events and how we can do ourselves a favor and get these top 3 things in our brain as soon as we walk into a networking event, or as soon as we walk into an exhibitor event or a vendor event. We need to get these in our brain first. And what are they? First of all, you need to be present. You need to be present. You walked into a room full of networking business people. The first thing you need to do is be present. That means no cell phone. I mean, seriously, no cell phone. Done. Chuck it. Doesn't need to be there. Put it on vibrate, tuck it in your purse so you are not distracted. Turn your notifications off on your Fitbit. Take time to be present with those people. That's why you're there in the first place, right? Secondly, do not bring a book to your exhibitor event or your networking event. If you've got your nose in paperwork, you're not engaged with the people that you came to be around. Get rid of it. Again, leave it in the car. It's not necessary. And the third thing is the laptop or the tablets, iPads, etc. Be very careful. Now you're going to say, well, as soon as I get to the event, I have to check my email. Email schmeemail. It will be there after the event, you guys. It doesn't need to be checked. You're there to be present with the people that you're going to be connected with that day. You don't need to be checking your email. Really, I promise you, if somebody is dying, they're not sending you an email from it, okay? They're going to physically call you. All right, tuck it away. Now, some of you are going to say, yeah, but if I get a new client, she needs to register on my laptop. I need to get her registered. If you can promise me that you have the discipline, determination, and the drive to only use it for clients, and even if that means you have to put a big, giant Post-it note on there, and you can promise me that you won't get tempted to go scroll through Facebook or listen to Audible on tape, I'm okay with that. But you have to make sure that you are diligent enough to do so. Because the worst thing that you can do is tell everybody you're closed at an exhibitor event. And you can tell people you're closed by just doing this. If I walk by an exhibitor event and I see somebody's nose is down, I look at them as business is closed. They're not here to talk to me. They're here to do what they're doing. Or they're not happy to be here. And if I see that you're not happy to be here, do you think I want to do business with you? Nope, I don't. What we need to be doing is using eye contact. We need to be smiling, we need to be standing, we need to be shaking hands. We need to be out there in our businesses, helping other people, being present, right? Those are the things we need to be doing. Let's talk about some of the other things that are on your homework for today. Our setup success. There's 4 ways that we can have set up success. First of all, it's appearance, right? Our appearance. If you are coming to a networking event or a vendor event in jeans and a t-shirt, you are less likely to be taken seriously. If you want people to look at you like this is your full-time job, then you need to dress the part. I don't care if your t-shirt says the name of your company. It's not professional. If you want to wear jeans, then wear a nice blouse. If you want to wear dress pants, wear a nice blouse. I'm not saying you have to go in a 3-piece suit. By golly, by gee, I'm not in one yet either. But you need to dress professional. And there's a way that you can dress casual professional and comfy professional. But you don't need to be in jeans and a t-shirt. That is not professional. And you may say, well, that's my clientele. Okay, maybe that is your clientele. Are you happy with the income that you're receiving? Are you happy with the amount of bookings that are on your date book? Maybe you need to change some things. Just saying. Also, the way your presentation looks. How are your tablecloths? Are they linen? Are they plastic? How much product do you have on that table? Listen, I know some of you have 500 or more items in your line. That doesn't mean they all need to be on that table. They don't all need to be on that table. We can slim it down. Sometimes less is best, you guys. Too much stuff on a table can be overwhelming. Let's go with the less is best, so that way I can really understand the product and the quality and the service that you're going to provide for me. All right. Number 1 is have a great showcase, have a great showroom. Number 2 is dress for success. Number 3, what type of approachable incentive do you have for me? Meaning, why do I want to approach you in your booth? What do you have? What's in it for me? Why do I want to come and talk to some creepy lady who's smiling saying, hi? Are you saying, come sign up for my door prize? Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on that. I will go there in a second, I promise. I will go there in a second, but I'm not going there right now. Why am I coming into your booth? What do you have for me? We live in a what's in it for me society. We all want to know what's in it for me. So figure it out. Why are they going to approach your booth? And number 4, a call to action. What is your call to action? Why are they coming into your booth? What do you want to get out of it? And what are they going to get out of it? All right, we're going to dig in deeper with this here. Number 2, what's your goal? At every exhibit, every vendor event, at every networking event, you should have a goal. Whether that's to educate people on what you do, whether it's to sell X amount of products, whether it's to grab X amount of leads, what is your goal walking into that event that night? What is your goal? What is your goal walking into that vendor event? What is your goal? You know, we all go through the motions where, okay, I scheduled it, I'm packed all my totes in my car, I'm going to unpack, I'm going to get there, I'm going to do this. Do you have a goal? It's important that you set a goal for every single vendor event. And maybe some events are different than others. Maybe you have higher numbers, maybe you have lower numbers. Maybe you want more referrals that week. What is the goal of the event? Number 3, your call to action. Remember I said you have to have a call to action? We're going to talk about what's your call to action. What is that incentive to get them to your booth, to get them to come into your booth, to get them to hang out with you more so you can start developing that relationship and that you can build that loyalty, that customer loyalty. What is it? Is it a game? Is it a sign up? Oh my gosh. Let's talk about those sign-ups. All right. First of all, I don't find that they work. It's not because you're doing something wrong. It's probably because somebody before has said, come on in, sign up for my door prize, sign up for my raffle, and then automatically they have been spammed. And because they've had a bad experience with it, what do you think the odds are that they're going to come in and do your sign up? It's slim, you guys. It's slim. In fact, they'll even probably give you a bogus email. Oh, my word, it's hard. I don't recommend the giveaways. I don't recommend the door prizes because you want people who are serious about your products. You want people who want your products, who want your services. They're not just in for the freebie. They are interested in you and your services. That's who you want. You don't want to have this big, bright, shiny basket full of gift cards to Amazon and Texas Roadhouse and Red Lobster because that has nothing to do with your business. But they want that. And so when you contact them about the business, they don't care. They just want the gift basket. Be very careful with your call to actions. Your call to actions should match what your goal is with the event. Your call to action should match the goal. So if you're looking for referrals, if you're looking for appointments, if you're looking to sell product, your goal should match your call to action. So I find games work really well when we're doing call to actions. A game could be spin the wheel, it could be pick a duck, it could be Bozo the Clown ball toss, whatever the case may be. It could be fun facts and figures. It could be something funny. I'm not really sure, but it could showcase your personality, couldn't it? Let's make sure that we're very clear with our goals and our call to action. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to design an intake form. We're going to design an intake form. So first of all, okay, let me back up here. I'm getting ahead of myself because I just get excited about this. I really find that a lot of us struggle with dialogues. I said it yesterday and I'm going to say it again. we struggle with dialogue. And I think if we know what we're going to say and we practice it and rehearse it, just like we did when we had plays in high school and college or theater, you practice, you practice, you practice, you make better. I think we need to have a dialogue on how to bring people into our booths and what our call to action is. So I want you to practice that based on your goal. What is your goal and what's your call to action? And you're going to be, instead of saying, hey, come on in and sign up for my door prize raffle, because we just discussed how that doesn't work, we're going to say, hey, come on in, spin to win. Or, hey, come on in, pick a duck, what's your lucky number? Or, you like free products? Whatever it is, you're going to draw them in, okay? And then once they get in, you're going to have them fill out your form. Maybe you're like me and you're going to have them fill out the form and you're going to schedule the appointment right then and there, and then you're going to follow up confirming the appointment later. I love doing that. That way I walk away with my goal hit of new appointments right then and there. All right, let's talk about designing this form. With this form, first of all, you're designing your call to action dialogue, right? Now we're designing the form. So this is two things this week. We're designing the form. Your form should have 4 questions or ideas on it. Obviously, it's going to have name, email, and phone number, right? Name, email, phone number, great. Okay. Next question is, what's the best way to contact you? Building that customer loyalty. And you can have even 3 things that they can circle, like phone, email, text. Okay? So they are telling you how to contact them. They're telling you the way they want to be talked to. Second question is, what's your favorite product, or what products are you interested in? And maybe you can have 3 different things that they can circle, A, B, or C, okay? You write them down. Third thing, what's one area you struggle with the most? And it could be a line, or you can again give them the opportunity of A, B, or C. And when's the best time to contact you? AM, afternoon, evening. Have them circle. Bada bing, bada boom. All right? So you're getting information about what they're actually interested in that you provide services for. What are they interested in? And you're finding out their love language of communication. And you're going to set up that appointment either right then and there or follow up with them in the next 24 to 48 hours to schedule it. Okay? So this is how I would work it. I would schedule them right then and there, and then in the next 24 to 48 hours, I would either call them, or I would text them, or I would email them, whichever they circled, and I would be contacting them and saying, hey Mary, it's Becky with Win in Life and Business, and I am so excited because I know we're seeing each other at 11 o'clock on Thursday morning, and we're going to be going over income producing activities. I can't wait to go over that with you so that you know what you need to be doing every single day to get where you need to be to leave that full-time job. I look forward to seeing you. If you have any questions, please reach out. Have a great day. Boom. Okay, so I am following up within 24 to 48 hours because we already scheduled the appointment at the event. Okay, you got me? All right, so you have your dialogue for call to action to get them into the booth. You have your 4 questions on your form, and then you have the follow-up dialogue that you're either going to text and email or phone text, or you're physically going to utilize with your voice when you contact them. So that's what our homework is for today, day 2. And I am excited to see you moving forward, focused on your business, turning those stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Have a great day.